Hello everyone and welcome to another incredible day of character education. We're glad that you're here. Each month we're learning another big idea, and that's just a way of saying that we learn something that goes inside of us and changes the world around us. And each month we're learning new things here. Yeah?
I'm okay. Yeah, we do. We learn a lot here, and I'm okay. I know I've learned so much this month, Corey, and I can't even begin. But I'm okay. Not losing my temper. I'm okay.
And this is our co-host Shannon.
Hey guys, how you doing?
And together,
I'm okay.
we are part of the character education. But are
Yeah,
you sure you're okay?
Okay, so I overslept. I accidentally unplugged my alarm clock when I was trying to get the cat out from behind the bed. It's crazy.
You don't have a cat. And wait, you're not mad about that?
At the cat? No, I'm not mad. I was just looking for a place to hide from the Rottweiler I accidentally rescued.
Accidentally rescued?
Yeah, after I decided to open my home to stray animals and plants, but that's a whole nother story about accidentally leaving the door open after I took the grocery. Never mind. Anyhow, the main thing you need to know is that I'm keeping my New Year's resolution.
You made a New Year's resolution. I didn't even know.
I'm okay. Yeah, that's because I didn't want to tell anybody just in case I didn't follow through with it.
Good idea.
Yeah.
Well, you're here now, so let's go over our big idea definition.
I think I need a moment, Corey. Okay, so I got stuck in a traffic jam on the way over here. Traffic was ridiculous. I mean, some nut decided to do a U-turn in a giant RV in the middle of Oak Street.
Shannon, you are okay, right?
I'm okay.
Right.
Okay.
Well, everyone, let's start that drum roll on our legs. Here, help me out. Drum roll. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Knowledge
Knowledge
is learning something new.
Learning something new.
So you can be better.
So you can be better.
Whatever you do.
At whatever you do. Okay, listen, I have learned that I can get excited about some things that... I'm angry, Corey.
Well, I'm pretty impressed. Like
I'm okay.
You're holding yourself together, and I don't think you've had your coffee yet. Why don't we get? Can you get Shannon some coffee?
That would be so kind. That would make me feel so much better. I barely. I'm okay. I'm okay. I think I'm okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm okay. Good.
I'm okay. I'm okay.
Well, Shannon, I'm excited that you're trying to learn new things.
I am, Corey.
You're trying to not lose your temper. And I know it's been a struggle at times, but you seem to be doing a lot better. And I think you might even be able to control your temper for this whole New Year's resolution.
Thanks, man.
So, is there anything I can do to help? Maybe, help you out along the way? I just love to help.
You know, Corey, I appreciate that, but I think I got this. I mean, it's been 3 whole weeks now, and I haven't lost my temper at the stray cat jumping on my face at 3 a.m., or my friend who keeps posting silly pictures of me on Facegram, or... I'm good.
Yeah.
I promise.
I can tell you've been doing... Shannon, did you just... The donut with...
Really? Really? I'm okay? I'm okay? These are just the only pants the Rottweiler didn't eat?
Shannon,
I'm okay?
Is there anything I can do?
I'm good, Corey. I'm good.
Okay.
Good. Just gonna take a minute.
You
Pants? Jelly pants? Rottweilers? Traffic? Hole in my wall? Cats? Really? Cats? Allergies?
Are you okay?
Why do you ask?
Well, it's just the whole New Year's resolution thing, trying to keep your...
Of all the things to bring up right now, Corey, serious? Okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. Okay.
Well, it looks like Shannon's learning some knowledge and really putting this into practice. I should probably go check on him and his pants. You guys check out this video.
All right, kids, Sam here. I'm back, I'm your friend, I'm your buddy. I wanna have another conversation with you. So here's something to wrap your brain around. There's a lot of stuff to know out there, right? Just think of the internet. I mean, let's take a look. I'm gonna show you right now. Let me Google this. Weird stuff about animals. Snails can sleep up to 3 years at a time. What? Snails. For every person on the earth, there are 1 million ants. All polar bears are left-handed. Mosquitoes can't. Elephants. Okay. Oh, it's getting out of hand. It's getting out of hand. I think we're getting the point. I think that's enough. Here's the deal. With all there is to know and discover in the world, it can be overwhelming, right? But what if it's not about the facts we are learning? What if we believe that everything we learn makes us better at whatever we do? That math homework might make you better at solving problems, persevering, or logical thinking. Learning about history might help you understand jokes in movies and TV shows. I mean, I know it has helped me. You know that moment. Poetry might open your ears to rhythm and expand your vocabulary. Instead of thinking of knowledge as something to gather and store up, how about this? Think of knowledge as discovering something new so you can be better at whatever you do. I know, it felt good and it rhymed. I need everybody to say it with me this time because it rhymed. Knowledge is discovering something new so you can be better at whatever you do. I love it. I should be a rapper.
Hello everyone. I've decided to come out here and get some offline, real-world learning on. And that's right, I'm here to do a little demonstration that lets you sit in wonder of my incredible intellect and knowledge about the English language. That's right, I can take any word, and break it down to its most basic elements to reveal the meanings of the word within the word itself. Confused? Then you're ready to witness me parse the word. For instance, owls are traditionally viewed as very wise-looking creatures because their heads are so huge and their eyes are always looking around to learn something more. Edge, knowledge gives you an edge on the competition and also informs you to stay away from lead, LED, lead-based paint, which is very dangerous if ingested, unlike GE, who bring good things to life. Knowledge looks ignorance in the face and says, no, you shall not pass. Knowledge knows now that it won by pushing ignorance over a ledge, and that is just an epic battle. This has been Parse the Word. Thank you. Goodbye.
See, I've been wanting my very own puppy forever, but Mom and Dad kept saying no, until I could show I was ready to take care of it. But all a puppy needs is a little food and water, right? I was so mad, but when I cooled down, I remembered Herbie. They got me a fish 2 years ago, but I kept forgetting to clean his bowl. Poor Herbie didn't last too long. If I wanted a puppy, I was going to have to discover the right way to take care of it. I checked out every single book in the whole library about dogs, and read them all. I got Mom to help me find some videos online too. Then I wrote a whole report on what I would do to care for my puppy. How I'd train it and change its papers and give it exercise and trim its toenails and feed it and everything. Mom and Dad read my plan. They said if I promised to follow through and do everything I'd written up, I could get a puppy. I was so excited. We went to the pet store to pick her out last weekend. I knew exactly what kind of food and supplies to buy and everything. Plus, I knew just what she should eat to stay healthy. Cleaning the newspapers is kind of a mess. And I have to remember fresh food and water every day. But it's totally worth it. See? This is Jelly Bean. Isn't she the cutest thing ever? Aww. Thanks, Jelly Bean. I've sure seen that this one thing is true. Discovering something new has made me way better at taking care of her.
Hey everyone! Today we're talking about knowledge, discovering something new so you can be better at whatever you do. All of this talk about knowledge is making my brain grow. I can feel it. In fact, I think my forehead is finally ready to help me out for a game. We're gonna play Cookie Face game. That's right. What you will do is start off with a cookie resting on your forehead. Then the countdown begins. You will have 60 seconds to move that cookie from your brain to your mouth without using your hands. Let's get ready to play. Okay, we need cookies. Don't get started yet. But when you get your cookie, simply place that cookie on your forehead and hold it completely still. Once we have the cookies on our foreheads and everyone is standing completely still, we will be ready to play. Okay, I hope you're ready. The game begins in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, almost time, 2, 1, go! Congratulations everyone on playing Cookie Face! Let's enjoy those cookies as our reward, and you just go ahead and have a seat and check out this next video.
Wahoo! Look at this! Look at this! It's got a light! So hey, in case you didn't know, I'm Lawson, which means you just learned something new. Boom. This whole learning thing must be a trend or something, because I just heard the coolest story from my friend's kid sister, Rita. During Christmas break, her family moves into this house with an unfinished basement. And Rita's all, I'm gonna turn it in to an art studio. And her dad's like, I can't drive a nail without pounding my thumb. So, while her dad's away at work, Rita starts thinking about just how awesome her art studio is gonna be. She says, I'm gonna build a 10-foot long workbench and paint every single wall a different color, like cobalt and fuchsia and lavender. And she says, I'm gonna build an amazing snack bar for when I get hungry and build a special nook just for naps. Totally doable. So, Rita starts hauling all the things she thinks she'll need down to the basement, like boards and nails and a power drill and 56 cans of paint and shag carpeting. And she's totally finished with the whole art studio by the time her dad gets home from work. And her dad's like, Uncle Jerry could help you out. And Uncle Jerry's totally cool with helping her learn. He's like, start here. And Rita says, seriously? But she reads, and she learns how to use a hammer. Ay, Dios mío, and how to use a power drill and work out a design. And finally, Uncle Jerry steps back and says, you got this, kiddo. And then they get ready to build the whole art studio together. And Rita's dad is super impressed. Rita tells him, hey, Dad, maybe I can teach you a thing or two. And then they get started for real. And this time, Rita knows exactly what to do. Watch this. So kids, I hope this helps you remember that knowledge is learning something new so you can be better at whatever you do. I gotta get better at keeping ice packs around. See you guys next time.
Hello everyone, my name is Melissa and I will be your host for today's game called Are You Smarter Than an Intern? Please give a huge round of applause for today's contestant, Keith.
Yes, thank you. No, really, thank you. Oh, go on. You go on.
Welcome, Keith. We are thrilled you could be here with us today. Why don't you tell the studio audience something interesting about yourself?
Well, Melissa, like you said, my name is Keith and I am from Butterchug, Wyoming, and I love puppies, long walks on the beach. I also like the smell of freshly laundered socks, new leather goods. On the weekends, I enjoy sharpening my skills on the piccolo. I also take pleasure in sketching portraits of fast food menu items
Wow,
such as
Keith,
French fries.
you sure are one fascinating guy. Let's get started, shall we?
Yes.
If you've never seen Are You Smarter Than an Intern before, I will quickly explain the rules. Each contestant, in this case Keith, goes up against a panel of 3 interns in a mental duel of knowledge and intellect. The contestant will be presented with 3 trivia questions. Today's questions are related to history. Keith can either answer the question on his own or ask one of the interns for help. Understand? Great. Now we have pre-selected 3 interns who are willing to come up and serve as panelists for today's challenge. Now, let the battle of the brains begin. Question 1.
Actually, Melissa, I won't be needing any help from the intern panel. I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm what many important people consider to be highly ineffectual.
Do you mean highly intellectual?
That's what I said.
Right. Well, Keith, why don't we let them stay, just in case, because they've walked all the way up here.
Okay, sure, whatever. Just as long as everyone knows that I do not need any help. I got this thing in the bag.
Great. Okay, well, let's start with question number 1. Ready? Keith, when did the U.S.
U.S.? I live in the U.S. I love the U.S. Have you ever been to Colorado? It's a part of the U.S. and it's beautiful and has mountains and animals and snow.
Great. Could I please get through one question before you interrupt again?
Oh, okay, sure, Melissa, go ahead.
Okay. Like I was saying, when did the U.S. Civil War end?
Are you joking? This one's easy. The Civil War ended when it ended, after it was over, and before the war, after it began.
You're so fun. Oh, you're not joking. Okay, well, I was really looking for the year it ended. Wouldn't you like to see what intern number 1 thinks? Audience, don't you think Keith should consult his panelist?
Melissa, I'm telling you, I really don't need any help. I can rely on my own knowledge to figure this stuff out. But if it makes the audience feel better, I'll allow the panel to express their opinion.
Gee, how kind of you. Intern number 1, please show us what's on your card. Let's read this together. 1865. Keith, are you sure you wouldn't like to reconsider your response before I tell you the correct answer?
No, I'm confident. I'll go with my answer.
So sorry, Keith. That is incorrect. 1865 is the year in which the Civil War ended. Maybe you'll have better luck with question number 2. Here it comes. Which document explained our reasons for wanting to become a free and independent nation?
Okay, I've got this one. Being free and independent is a lot like skydiving, which is a sport. And if anybody knows sports, it's this guy. For example, I'm a baseball expert. You happen to be speaking to the water boy for the Butter Chug, Wyoming's Little League baseball team. One year, I hydrated the entire team of sluggers to the second runners up. With that type of knowledge under my belt, this question is a breeze. The document was a written document that explained our reasons for wanting to become free and independent nation.
Well, that's an interesting take on the question. I think this document has an actual name, though. I'll tell you what, just to be sure, let's ask intern number 2 his opinion on the topic. Why don't you show us your card, just to give Keith something to think about. His card says the Declaration of Independence. Okay, Keith, I strongly urge you to take into consideration what your panel is telling you. What do you think, audience? Should he go with his answer or with the intern's answer?
I wasn't finished yet. I knew that's what it was called. Who doesn't know about the desperation with interdependence? So, yeah, the intern totally read my mind.
Correct! Well, at least halfway. Way to go, panel. Oh, and Keith, too, of course. We have time for one more question. How many branches are there in the federal government?
Oh, I know this one. But just in case, let's see what the intern thinks. Intern number 3, we want to give you a chance to talk. So tell us, what is your answer?
Good idea. Panelist number 3, what do you think? Let's see your card. His card reads 3.
Right, just what I was thinking. What that says, final answer.
Great job, guys. You're right. That's all the time we have for today, folks. Since you all did so well, everybody gets a prize. Thank you to our interns and to our contestant. Panelists, you may head back to your seats. Audience, please give these knowledgeable scholars a big round of applause. Keith, what's wrong?
Well, here's the thing. I know this might come as a shock to you, but I didn't know a single one of those questions. And it's been a while since I studied that stuff in 5th grade. And I thought I could figure it out on my own, but I was wrong.
But you know, you actually bring up a good point. Sometimes we're asked a question and we don't know the answer. That's normal, and it's a part of learning. There's great information all around us, especially here at school. You could make it a point to learn at least one brand new thing every day, and then to build on some things you already know. Like, if you can add 1-digit numbers, then you'll soon learn how to add 2-digit numbers, and eventually, you'll learn how to do complex algebra. You'll be surprised at how much you will grow in knowledge by learning just one thing at a time.
So you're saying that we should listen to our teachers and really try our best to learn everything that's being taught here at school and other places that we go? That sounds kind of lame.
I think you're wrong there. Gaining knowledge is a process of discovering new information and discovering new things. Knowledge is discovering something new so you can be better at whatever you do. Like certain kinds of math can help you at baseball. And people who read a lot understand song lyrics and even jokes on TV shows better. Not to mention, you'll get better grades in school and have more options for your future when you're open to learning every day.
Well, that's good news then. That's not lame at all.
No.
Because I know my ABCs.
Well, yeah, the letters of the alphabet are the building blocks of reading, writing,
and burping all 26 of them in one burp. You want to hear?
No, let's go.
Remember when I brought home my report card before Christmas and Dad put it up on the refrigerator? He said my A in math was impressive. Oh, and we started back after the break. Miss Henderson said it was going to get a lot harder. Everybody else seemed to be following along, but I didn't get it. I wanted to say, can we please slow down? But I didn't want to look stupid. No one else was asking questions, so I sat there and sat there and sat there. Finally, I was so confused I didn't even care anymore. I raised my hand. and I asked her to please explain what the first step meant. I guess I thought people might laugh. They didn't. Ms. Henderson asked if anyone else had the same question. Almost everybody raised their hand. I learned something today. I learned what my dad always told me was true. The only dumb question is the one you don't ask. Love, Harper.
Just wanted to say that yesterday was pretty awesome. Even if it started out kind of rough, no thanks to me. You know how much I love being outside, especially the woods with the breeze and the sun shining down through all the branches. So I was super pumped about our overnight camping trip. We were going to hike and set up tents and find out about different kinds of trees and everything. Our leader, Mrs. Wyman, always says that the more you learn about something, the more you can enjoy it. So I couldn't help being just a little bummed out when the new girl, Lainey, showed up at the last minute when her parents dropped her off. I've seen her at school before, but I don't really know her all that well. She's got a brace on her leg and can't walk very fast. I know it was wrong, but I was afraid she was going to slow us down. But Lainey was so excited she didn't seem to notice. I wondered whether she'd even be able to carry her own backpack. But to my surprise, she actually volunteered to carry extra stuff. When we started hiking, we had to slow down a little, but Lainey showed us some really cool stuff. She showed us a whole lot of different kinds of plants. Most of them I hadn't seen before. She also told us some really interesting facts about trees and the stuff that grew on them. She got really excited about it, and that made me really excited too. We even got to see an inchworm. After a while, I was the one stopping to hear about the plants we found. Lainey showed us the secret to roasting marshmallows until they're gooey inside and just a little singed on the outside. We had a really good time talking around the campfire. I'm really glad I got to spend time with Lainey. She told us so much amazing stuff. But she also taught me how to be a better friend and never judge a book by its cover. Like Mom says, knowing things isn't as important as, well, knowing what's important.
Do you know what I like most about school? It's a place where the whole building is created to seek knowledge. Everyone's curious and wanting to know more and learn new things. The teachers, the kids, every person is trying to do better. But here's the thing. It's not about just knowing stuff. It's about how you use what you know that matters the most. Let's do the definition one more time and wrap this thing up.
All right, can I do it?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Knowledge
Knowledge
is learning something new
is learning something new
so that you can be better
so that you can be better
at whatever you do.
at whatever you do.
Awesome. See you guys next month.
Every day's a new day. Can't wait to see what comes my way as I stand on the sand beside the ocean, looking at everything in motion. I think about all the possibilities, so many things that I can be. No, I never want to stop learning, like a fire in my heart that keeps burning. The world comes alive. I want to discover, gonna soak it up so I can be better. Today I get to turn a new page, discovering my story in a different way, closing the chapter of an old book, now reading the words with a new look. All the people that I meet, stories are so inspiring, so many words unwritten, learning with my heart wide open. The world, it comes alive. I wanna discover, gonna soak it up so I can be better. Never stop learning. Wanna grow into what I can be. I wanna discover